and welcome. You're watching Markets at Noon. I'm Kavita. With me is my colleague Snehi. And next half an hour, we are going to be talking about your mid-market strategy, and also will prepare you for the closing trade. But then before that, let's get a snapshot of the current market movement, where definitely a very comfortable comeback, or both the major indices have staged a fantastic comeback, trading positively after opening lower and then being there for a certain time. But then right now, the levels at which we can see them trading is comfortably above 25,770, even Bank Nifty. But then what's also important is the way mid cap and small caps are doing. Small caps definitely doing better than mid caps, and up almost 0.75%. And the market breadth also seems to have improved. We can see 1598 advances on NSE versus 1220 declines. And as far as BSE is concerned, 2178 advances, 1848 declines. Very important to look at the Nifty gainers right now. Tata Steel up more than 3.5%. Axis Bank almost close to 3% up. NTPC 2.5%. ONGC again more than 2.5%. Ultratech, Hindalco. Metal pack is definitely shining bright. It's up more than 2.5%. In fact, even the defense pack, if we look at Nifty defense index, that is also gaining momentum. Earlier in the trade it was up, it was marginally up, and then we saw almost a 1% up on the index as well. But the Nifty losers, that list is shortening. So far, we are looking at TCS almost down 1.5%. Asian Paints, HUL, Eicher Motors, Sun Pharma, trading between 1 to 1.5% cuts. But then what's positive is the comeback. But let's discuss this more and let's understand what actually made the market turn positive. We are joined by Mr. Nagaraj Shetty, Senior Technical Research Analyst, HDFC Securities. Hi, afternoon. Welcome to the show. And yes, the market is trying to show some strength, but then what's the trigger? How do you analyze this?
Hi, good afternoon, Kavita. Yes, rightly said, market has been forming consolidation movement around the support of around 25,600, 500 levels. What we have observed is a high volatility around these levels, and consistent buying is emerging from the lows. Recently, we have seen buying emerging from 25,500 odd levels, and the last two sessions, 25,600 is offering strong support. This is indicating market is forming important bottom reversal at this point of time. The next hurdle would be around 26,000. I'm expecting some more consolidation at 26,000, and eventually we could see Nifty racing towards 26,300, 200 levels in the near term.
Okay, so 26,200, 26,300, something to watch out for. Nagaraj, hi, good afternoon. Before we come to you for your stock-specific recommendations, just want to address a flash on the bottom of the screen. We have the wholesale price index numbers, the WPI data that's out, and yes, it is slightly higher than what the street was estimating. Bloomberg poll estimated this number to come around 0.3%. It's come at 0.83% compared to a negative figure that we had seen this time last year. So yes, sharp uptick coming in. It's come in at 0.38% versus negative 0.32 on a month-on-month basis. Pardon me, it was in the previous month that we had seen this number. Food inflation has come back to zero compared to the deflation that we had seen in the previous month. So an uptick over there, even though that number is at zero. This is an important point to highlight. But yes, you have the December WPI inflation that's come in at 0.8%, an uptick on that front. But Nagaraj, coming back to you, talk to us about what's looking good in the market right now. Any pockets of safety amid the volatility that we're seeing at the moment?
Yes, Nehi, good afternoon. Yes, market, a lot of sector rotation is happening, and even especially metal and oil refinery front, something buzzing after a consolidation or a recent downward correction. I have two fixed from this segment. One is from MRPL, from oil refinery segment. The chartically, after a constant decline, the MRPL has bounced back very well in the last couple of few sessions, currently showing some decisive upside breakout. Now trading around 152.3340 paise. One can look to buy at this current market, and upside target would be around 162. One can place a stop loss at 147. Second one is from metal side, sale. Steel Authority has been in a consolidation phase recently after up move. Looks like a bullish flag type breakout in the chart around 151, 152 levels. The overall chart pattern is looking very quite positive. One can look to buy at 151, 90, 152 levels. The upside, immediate upside target would be around 160, and one can place a stop loss at 148.
right? So MRPL and SAIL are your trading calls for the day. But then along with that, anything specific if we talk about, ICICI, Lombard and Pru, how are you looking at these charts? And, if you want to make like a medium-term positional call, how would that be?
ICICI General Insurance has been a downtrend. Still, chartically, there is no clear indication is emerging. At lower levels, around 1800 is likely to offer support. I'm expecting some base building around that level. For time being, better stocks wait for the support around something around 1800 levels.
Okay, so that's an ICICI Lombard. Nagraj, talk to us about the chart that you're seeing for the top Nifty gainer right now, and let's talk about some of them. In fact, Tata Steel, NTPC, Axis Bank, all of them are doing well. But talk to us about Tata Steel. Given the kind of run-up that we've seen in metal names, and particularly the steel names, at least on the charts, are you seeing this momentum continuing?
Yes, of course, metals are looking very positive at this point of time. Even sales, Tata Steel are leading from the front, from the pack. I am expecting that today's up move is the clear-cut breakout of the consolidation zone of the last few sessions. And from here onwards, I'm expecting this stock to move towards around 202, 203 levels, which is the next set of hurdle in the near term.
All right, with that, it's a wrap. Thank you so much, Mr. Nagaraja, for taking time today and helping our viewers with your trading calls. But then time to move on. And yes,